Hi guys, this is Maria Carvajal from your MAM 3240 class. Tonight I'll be speaking about my leadership style, my supporting plan, some strengths and weaknesses, my plan for making the best use of my strengths and correcting my weaknesses, gaps between the leader that I am and the leader that I will be, some actions items that would implement to close those gaps, and lastly, a timeline for those possible changes in the future. So, what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to influence a group towards the achievement of vision or set of goals. This quote was taken from Robbins, 2013, from her book. I chose transformational leadership as a style that represents my persona and the type of leader that I would like to be in the future. This type of leadership enhances the motivation, morale, and performance of followers through different mechanisms. It is very important for me to connect with someone, to have those followers' sense of identity, to work better at any type of project we might be doing at work, at school, and so forth. My leadership development plan consists of being a role model, to inspire people to make changes, to transform situations for a better environment. My plan includes and encourages people, telling them as to why it's better to change certain behaviors, maybe certain procedures, and also to encourage people to take greater ownership of their work. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of other people also helps me as a leader, so I can arrange different type of tasks to enhance their performance and to enhance my own performance as well. Transformational leadership is the vital role from the effective managers, because leader effectiveness determines the success of an organization. Some of my strengths, I could be that I could be a team player, a coach, mentor. I strongly emphasize associates' needs and values. I respect everyone's opinions, even if they're different from my own. I am very organized with following manuals and procedures. I like to be in protocol at all times. Some of my weaknesses. The type of leadership that I have sometimes can be misrepresented as either going by the book or being too straightforward, and it can be taken sometimes defensively by others. Building trust, approaching to certain person and trying to explain why we need to transform the situation or certain behaviors or a simple rule that is not being followed. That could be one of my weaknesses, making them to trust me. Developing certain potentials in people. I think that every single person has their own potential, but sometimes it's trying to get those hidden talents that they might have, pulling their teeth pretty much, because I know they can do better. Sometimes I try to run out of patience with those type of situations, and I need to balance out because it can turn against me at some point. My plan for making the best use of my strengths and correcting my weaknesses could be by feedback. Providing feedback and receiving feedback is awesome. I believe that constructive criticisms will make you a better person, a better employee, a better classmate. The ability to get people to improve and to be led using many components such as motivation, determination, preparation, and facilitation are part of my plan. And to take the best out of those, I will say that motivation helps me gain the agreement and commitment necessary to elevate a different vision. Determination supports my natural intrinsic tendencies and to behave in an effective and healthy way so I can help others. Preparation, I need to be ready beforehand for a specific purpose. in this case, transforming an environment, scenario, or things of that nature, and so forth. In my leader style, we run into the occasion of being an infinite student. We're always learning, we're always grasping new information, and I love that. I love to learn. Every time I learn something new, I think it's always a plus. The more knowledge you know, the higher you're gonna get. Facilitation. This principle requires to provide the proper learning tools to elevate and expand their minds by facilitating the desire to keep learning. Some gaps between the leader that I am now and the leader that I will be could be by continue being self-efficient, self-confident too. People who are self-confident usually inspire other people. Other people get to like you, to follow your ideas, and at the end, it transforms that type of scenario that you were trying to do from the beginning with your ideas and your input. Another gap that I have is I am a very positive person. I always try to see the best out of someone, out of a situation, of a scenario. However, being an optimistic person is different. Being confident about something in the future, it's gonna work. Those are some gaps that I can still work on within the future. So I can get the best out of any situation at all times. So I will then find it much easier to motivate people to do their best and to transform the situation for a better one. This quote was taken from mindtools.com. Approaching to my colleagues to set up a facilitation path not only expands their minds when they are presented with necessary tools such as manuals, protocol, procedures, but it also gives me the opportunity to be creative and enhance their performance before getting started into a project. Okay, let's see. Some action items that I can implement to close those gaps between the leader that I am now and the leader that I'll be in the future could be to keep approaching a transformational leadership. This is my ability to create a robust and compelling visions of the future. And to present this type of vision in a way that inspires people that I lead. Another action plan that I will implement is to keep encouraging other people to open talk meetings, to be able to analyze people's issues and concerns, to listen to their point of view, to their situation, and put myself in their shoes and analyze the situation from a different point of view to try to understand it better. Feedback, as I mentioned before, it's something that I definitely will continue to do and will continue to ask to receive from my manager, supervisor, and coworkers. And I believe is one of the most important items that I can implement. To emphasize teamwork and recognize that when people work together, they achieve great things. To provide effective leadership by linking performance and team goals. This is another quote taken from mindtools.com. Not only having an open mind, but to understand people's values and their point of view towards any type of situation or scenario will make everyone successful. As far as my timeline goes, as of right now, within the next month or so, I plan to continue having a transformational leadership style at school, at work, at home, with my own family. Feedback is something that I will keep providing and receiving, and I can see that starting or continuing immediately. To emphasize teamwork and to recognize that people can work together to achieve great things is something that I see as a long term. Maybe when I graduate, when I have my bachelor's, when I get into a management level, I'll be able to establish those rules as mandatory in a way, something that all the employees can follow, and I see it as a long-term timeline in my life. Some of the articles that I got information so I could put this video together were CIO.com, ILTAEBSUapps.com, and our book, Essentials of Organization Behavior. Essentials of Organization Behavior. Thank you very much for listening, and you'll have a good night. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.